This morning, I went back out to the blind and I took advantage of the sunny and slightly warmer weather, and I decided to patch the holes on the roof and on the sides of the hunting blind. Like I had mentioned in previous videos, most of the material being used in this hunting blind were already used materials that were laying around the farm, and the metal siding here had holes in it from its previous use. So I got some rubber patch and I cut out some small chunks of metal, and I decided to climb up on the roof today and patch the holes on the roof. This material that I'm using supposedly sets up in just a few hours and is rainproof in a short period of time. After patching the holes on the roof, I took the ladder around the entire hunting blind and had a few holes on each side that I needed to patch. Some of these were a little bit easier from the outside of the blind. Some of them I climbed inside and just leaned out the windows to patch the holes. I made sure to put this rubber patch on both the inside and the outside to help with extra seal. I wasn't super worried about rain coming in from the sides, but I also wanted to seal it up to help keep insects and the wind out. So this was a quick, easy way to get around the entire blind and patch it up. I also used this exact same rubber patch to put down on the wood base of the window frames. I thought it'd be a great way to help keep the moisture from building up in between the window and the base of the frame, but I also thought it'd be nice to have a rubber gun rest when pointing the gun out the window or resting the gun on the window itself. Usually it's just a wood gun rest or a metal gun rest there, and it's noisy, and I don't want to take the risk of setting the gun down on the window and having it clunk around or make a lot of noise. Willow was underneath the hunting blind, whining and whining because she wanted to come up. So, with just a little bit of encouragement, Willow learned how to climb the ladder, and she came right up to join me as I spread the rubber steel on each one of the window frames. She was pretty cumbersome on her first climb, but as the day went on, she was running up and down those steps, and she did pretty good. Willow coming down on her first try, on the other hand, was a little more cumbersome. She stumbled a bit. The last full sheet of metal siding that I had put up overhang the door frame quite a ways, so I had to use that DeWalt multi-tool to rip off just a few inches of the metal siding all the way around the door frame. The whole door frame took about 8 minutes for me to rip apart there, so that wasn't too lengthy and it went pretty smooth. That DeWalt multi-tool gets through that sheet metal pretty easily. My last major task for the day was to go around the entire blind with the ladder and drive more sheet metal screws into the hunting blind to help anchor the siding down. I had only used just enough metal screws to anchor the siding up, and I'm to the point that I am ready to anchor that siding down really well all the way around the sides and the top and bottom of the hunting blind. One of my least favorite things to do is climb this ladder, and I had to do it over and over again in order to anchor these metal screws in all the way around the hunting blind and all the way around the window frames. But it really helps make things solid and really helps quiet down the hunting blind, especially if it's a windy day. I don't want that metal flapping around. I decided to cut a couple pieces of siding and put them above the door frame, and on my next day off I will be framing in and making the door to this hunting blind, and it'll be nearly complete.